자, 시작해보자고. 어디까지 했더라? 이거까지 있네. 기다려야 되겠네. 자, 그럼 마지막으로 맨드레이크 뿌리를 수집하러 가야 되잖아? 가보자고 얼른 해. 얘인가? 먼지버섯이네. 마스크와 장갑을 껴야 된다. 장비템으로 안 줬는데? 퀘스트템인가? 버클레어 신발 하의, 맨드레이크 채집용 장갑, 그리고 채집용 마스크. 뭐 있노? 태샵 문화? 뭐야 이거? 마스크도 있네. 오케이, 꼈고 주우면 딜 안 받고이. 어디 있을까? 안 보이는데? 죽기? 그냥 부서지면 부서지는 대로 써야지 뭐. 여기 있다. 이건가? 이상하고 화려한.
Where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
뭐 그래도
Regis! Damn it, where'd you go? Raise your hand! You shall die for that! I did what I had to do!
오, 안 보여 안 보여 아무것도. 뭐야? 무슨 일이 한 거지? 뭐야? 무슨 일이 한 거지? 나 아무것도 모르겠는데?
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
they will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
아, 이런.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you in your new home. On the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
글쎄.
No, just not the life for me. Sure, might stop by there occasionally, stay the winter, fill up on wine. But I'd rather keep moving. It's not a choice being a witcher. And once you are one, you're one for life. You can't just step off the path.
그래. 그건 그래.
Besides, plenty of work left for me in the world. Ghouls aren't gonna kill themselves.
Rather droll, isn't it, that each time we meet, something harrowing must happen?
그렇긴 하지만 뭐 만난다는
I
게
can
중요한
remember a
거지.
night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view.
닐프가드에서 볼 수 있다는 거구만.
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
아 이렇게 끝이다? 아 조금만 더 할 걸 그랬네. 아까 그 전에랑. 아이고. 자, 이거는 건너뛰겠습니다. 이거는 크레딧은 그때 완결 때 봤으니까.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
그래, 집으로 가자. 로치, 일로와 로치. 간다.
Run, Roach.
가자 가자 로치 가자. 아 뭔가 적인 줄 알았어.
Come on now.
지멋대로 구보를 멈춰. 어쩔 수 없나?
Well, they lost. You sure tucked away that beast of there.
야, 어디가 씨. 아니 좀만 떨어져서 로치를 다시 소환하자고.
Honestly, it's a shame.
내 집을 내가 넘어가겠다는데, 어? 후야!
Greetings, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Faulty. By order of our dearly departed Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corfu Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
Prior to undertaking anything in that regard, sir, I feel I should inform you that someone has been awaiting your arrival.
Who might
Nuga?
that be?
You must forgive me, I do not know. Alas, your guest failed to give a name.
누군지도
One
모르는데
last
안에
request
들어갔다고.
before you go in to see them. Please come and find me afterwards. I have yet to give you a tour of the estate.
누군데?
Unexpected as ever.
Yennefer?
And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Madly. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky. Like some shitty two-crown romance.
일단 나가보자고. 끝난 게 아니었구나. 끝난 게 아니었어.
Brought quite a few books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The Name of the Orchid. A widower for half a year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was. But now I'm not.
응?
A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan.
참.
I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me. Which is why I came here.
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
But the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade, and you'll bring me cool drinks at regular intervals.
Bring you whatever you want. You know, feels kind of strange having a home.
그래, 작은
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
집을 가진다고 그랬지.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard. Good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely,
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
oh yeah, the unicorn. Fine. You can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
Ever thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet. Bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humour both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
그래, 여기서
So-
살자.
Talk again later.
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
일단 말이야. 여기
Don't pester me.
넌 내가 그거 한 거 아니야?
Errant. They're so heroic. We had to summon a witcher to do their work.
Scrub often. You'll soon need a coffin.
좋아. 너 아니냐? 이제 말해봐. 어떻게 하면 되지?
How might I be of service, sir?
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colourful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather.
아이고 씨.
Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him the title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Beaulius.
그래, 포도 농장을 주변
Mind giving me a
구경
little tour
시켜줘.
de Corvo
내가
Bianco?
뭐 해야 될지
At
모르잖아.
least, follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of majordomos. My father was a majordomo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt.
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to majordomo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
그래, 네가 여기에 있다는 거잖아. 초록집에. 그지? 여기 많이 안 올 것 같긴 해, 근데.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now either.
Follow me, please.
I've this burning, stopping sensation in
올리브를 심었다.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
와, 너무 큰데, 그러면? 얘한테 주는 건데?
Here, kitty, kitty. Wow.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago.
Here, kitty.
During the raucous feasts Master Beaulius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Beaulius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartburn and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he nearly broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
White wolf himself.
신이 이제 살려졌다고 생각했나 보네. 포도주는 신의 피잖아.
Monsieur Beaulius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
뭐 나중에 이제 심고 싶은 거 심을 때 되겠네. 심고 싶은 거 심으라는 이야기인데 누가 키워줄 건데?
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
집에 대한 소개를 해줘? 기능이 뭔데? 그냥 냅두면 돼?
They're so heroic. We had to summon a witcher to do their work.
Ah, dangly dipsticks and
Go up to any knight and shout, "The beast!" You'll snare
Watch
the
where you
sword
treat.
armor at once.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
가자.
I work up to my chin and I've caught some rot.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
내려가 볼까? 뭐야? 어디까지 가? 된 거야?
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside.
Inside.
On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. One must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
그래, 수리를 얼마나 할 수 있는데.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more... useful.
Oh, yes. We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
아예 여기서 사는
Admiral
거네.
Rompali once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yeruga. I will contact him at once.
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
In my trade,
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
주문해.
And send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
아,
Need to think it over some.
야, 5,000원. 5,000이면 좀.
As the venerable Lady Eve Knibley would so quaintly put it, the rash oft contract rashes.
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration today. But I wanted to ask you something else.
I shall be glad to answer your every question, sir.
Thanks. Gotta get...
좋아. 일단 아, 돈은 있어. 돈은 있으니까
Starting to really like...
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the ground?
Been thinking about the outer wall.
If
그냥
not,
바로 그냥 해버려.
It's in your hands then.
I shall get to work. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state.
그래, 예니퍼가 있는데 좀
Is there anything else you require, sir?
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
선반 사용? 뭘 사용하는데? 시체? 트로피? 트로피가 있어? 여기를 아.
Lebioda. How did it ever happen?
A wish and a rat.
내가 이곳의 영주인데요. 다른 말 없겠지.
You smell that? Those are the vapors of the...
자, 그러면은 퀘스트를 하나 깨러 갑시다. 생각보다 가까이 있나 보네.
Me, I didn't see a single number.
Wine is better than stew. For stew you have to chew.
내려. 자, 여기서 일로 가서 여기. 생각보다 가깝네. 그때 엄청 멀리 갔었어야 했는데 말이야.
nothing scrapings around here. At least the weather's pleasant.
Mouldy cloud everywhere you look. I wish you health.
Master Witcher, will you face Colossus? Folks say those of your guild pack a thunderous punch.
He's as old as Father William. I smacked him once. He spent a week wondering if anyone saw the crest on the carriage that ran him over.
Oh, now you look to be a man in search of exertion. Hey, Whitelocks, will you dare to fight Colossus?
콜로서스? 얘가 콜로서스야?
Colossus. Interesting as monikers go. Or is that what his mother called him out of the womb, too?
Why would she not have? Colossus. It rings out with pride and passion. So, will you fight?
좋아. 한 돈? 한 돈 다 올려.
Fine. Let's fight.
Ah, boring. I'm not interested. Quick I am. Too quick for you. It'll be knick-knack, paddywhack. Here's your arm bone. Where's the sport in it?
Don't want to fight? Why bother looking for challengers then? Wasting my time.
Whoa, a bit testy are we? A witcher, right? Let's do it like this. You parry 3 blows I throw your way, you win. But you can't swing at me. Not once. Just deflect my blows. Got it? Catch 3 of them, and I'll toss you double your wager.
어허.
Feeling that generous?
No, I just know you can't do it. No one's ever done it. Too fast, see? So, willing to try for 3 blocks?
Fine. Doubt I'll have any trouble deflecting a few blows.
That I get. At long last, one with a sportsman's soul. Now, listen. The rules say you're not to start your parry until I've cocked my fist. Standing with your guard ups, not allowed.
Ladies and gentlemen, witness a most peculiar fight. How shall I say this? The Witcher has accepted a colossal challenge.
Block, you old goose.
아, 별거 아니구만. 어?
Too quick for you, huh?
별것도 아니구만.
Incredible! The Witcher has parried Colossus's blows. No one's ever managed that feat.
이게 내가 이긴 거라고?
Here's your due.
Now to face the Maestro, all you've left are rambles with Mancomb and the knight known as Still Waters. Seek out the knight in the heart of Oatville, near Mountebank Alley, whereas Mancomb
다시 한번
loiters about the
싸워보자고.
docks south of that district.
다시 한번.
I would not have stacked my coin in your favor, Witcher. You simply lack the look of a pugilist.
결국 500골드를 손에 넣었구만.
Right.
Our blood's less than mine.
Oh, don't you tread on me.
Wasting my time.
Boars everywhere.
비켜, 이 자식아. 오케이, 빵. 오케이, 빵.
Jocketta's death shall weigh on your conscience, butcher.
The North must be a terribly barbaric land.
You gave me that. Come on, you care to
challenge still waters?
Now what?
한번
Shall
덤벼봐.
you face off against still waters? Shall you? Shall you?
Like to know who I'm punching. This knight won't reveal his name or face. Won't say anything at all, not a word.
Rein in your curiosity, sir. A knightly vow is no idle promise. Still waters shall conceal both face and crest until such time as one defeats him. So, will you fight or not?
다 걸어 다.
I challenge you to a duel.
여자였네.
Noble lords and virtuous ladies, another fight is soon to begin.
깜빡이 없이 때릴 것 같은데 그지 않아?
You'll never learn.
빵빵. 아이 별거 아니었구만. 여자 아니야?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Witcher defeats the previously invincible still waters. And what about it was? Freed of his vow, the knight can now show his face.
Your blows are strong and true. My congratulations.
Thanks.
Have you naught to add? I'm a woman. No wry remarks?
What for?
인정될
It's the
이유가 뭐가
13th
있지?
century. Nothing peculiar about it. Women own taverns, run farms, and fight.
Will you not claim there was no honor in fighting a wench?
No. I'd expect to hear that from someone who is afraid to lose to a woman.
Only Mancomb remains. You should look for him by the docks, south of Oatville. Once you've bested him, you can try your strength against the Maestro.
Come here!
Without touches on Henrietta, our duchies, no duchy at all.
얼마 안 남았구만.
Found his way to the hotel. I'll be. There was a time when I could simply drive off that sort of rapper in a snap.
자 일단 여기 안에 들어가서 뭐 있는지 보자고이.
Returning?
오케이. 뭐 파냐? 아, 쓸데없는 것만 파는 것 같은데 지금. 연금술 물질? So long.
So long.
Professor is dead. Hard times in store.
Hold the light. Fine meats available from the butcher in San Sebastian. Fresh sausage, tripe, and other offal daily.
뭐야?
How might I be of service?
Good day. The Witcher, Geralt of Rivia, awarded the Vitis Vinifera medal for slaying the horrid beast of Beauclair. Sir Knight, beware of head crumbs. Removing your helmet
게롤드라고
once
말한 것
daily
같은데?
helps prevent ailments of the
Now I shall
skull.
drink, dance, and repeat till the week is through.
Greetings.
Tragic tidings.
오!
Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
일단
What do you have on offer?
물건 좀 보여줘봐.
Fair good.
일단 잠깐만. 이제 슬슬 안 껴도 되잖아. 간틀리 끼고 그 다음에 뭐지? 태삼 분야에 가면이 있다 그랬는데 씨, 사라졌나? 그치 이거지.
Greet.
What do you have on offer?
하급을 파는 순간에 좀 문제가 생길 수 있어. 연금술 물품은 팔면은 안 되거든. 왠지 모르겠는데. 아, 그 수리 좀 해줘. 수리. 이건 분해해도 되겠다. 분해하는데 뭐 이리 비싸냐?
This elven man.
아, 잘못 눌렀어.
What do you?
(50이잖아) 우리가 50대 낄만한 무기가 안 보여.
Farewell.
As patron this year, Lady Vivienne de Tabry. Valiant.
You shoo away the beast.
What a day.
The jaw-dropping Van Witcher. Surely you've techniques you'd care to
뭐냐 넌?
Do you wish to jump in?
Considering it.
So you're not surprised. Consider this as well. Here, intellect counts as much as strength.
You see, Mancomb is no ordinary fighter.
오호. 사내머리피.
Mancomb. First I've ever encountered that name.
One should never judge an opponent by his name. Master Mancomb is a saddler, though a valiant one at that. His blows are as fierce as his riposts are sharp.
오케이, 한번 싸워봐. 판도는 다 걸어야 돼. 내가 질 리가 없거든.
Fine, let's start.
Oh, my knees quake like a carnival rattle.
Let's get on with this ridiculous battle.
I'm a top taunter, the best around, not one to be beaten by some inbred hound.
야.
Guess you'd know, since your mom's a bitch.
Ah, pathetic. This'll be easy. What's wrong? Afraid? Gut feeling queasy?
하하.
Yeah, you stink something vicious. It's making me sick.
Give it up. Go home. Your efforts are futile. Your wits as flaccid as a wet noodle.
어디까지 싸우는 거야?
See why'd you say that, you dim flapdoodle? Too dumb to grasp insults this brutal.
I've got to admit, you know how to roast a man. You win.
Mean we're not gonna fight?
Why? I told you, you've won.
아?
The Witcher wins, beating Mancomb at his own game.
뭐야, 싸우지도 않고 이겼다고?
You out-tongued me, but only because I'm under the weather today. I'd have lashed you raw otherwise.
Right, sure.
그래.
Thus you've gained the right to challenge the Maestro. Look for him at the docks, and congratulations. I'm impressed.
Thanks.
네, 마에스트로. 늑대 인간이랑 싸우는 거 아니겠지?
Dump it out your rampant heart to finish.
I won't complain.
저기서 떨어졌다가 죽었을 거야.
Witcher, what mincemeat.
오, 대장장이랑 갑옷장인이 있네. 들러볼까?
The north must be a terribly barbaric land.
들어가고 싶어. 뭐냐 넌?
Snow White!
Name's Geralt. What can I do for you?
That hair! The scar! The frown! It's all perfect.
Something you actually want from me? Or are you just gonna go on gushing about my attributes?
I admire, good sir. Admire and desire. Such a threat in the eyes. Oh, so manly.
If you're trying to get me to meet with you some evening, afraid you're just wasting your time.
An evening? Impossible. I shall require the soft light of mid-afternoon for this portrait.
Portrait?
Indeed. Yours. En face. Actual size. With the finest vista Toussaint affords behind you. Pose for me. You must. Naturally, I shall pay the compensation due to you for your modeling services.
제시해 임마.
Don't see why not. Long as it doesn't take long.
It shan't, never worry. We've but a short distance to journey into the hills outside of town. A perfect landscape perfectly to frame your perfect physiognomy.
Let's go then.
I need only fetch my easel and palettes from my studio. We shall meet at noon at the western gate, near the palace. From where we'll venture forth together.
Nice tune.
가자.
My head, the Duchess summoned him.
It's a face no want.
Where do babies come from?
아, 이렇게 내려가는 거라고?
Anna Henrietta are duchies, no duchy at all.
Witcher, are you mad? A fruitful hunt to you, Witcher.
간다 간다. 마에스트로가 어떤 놈인지 모르겠지만 넌 이제 끝이야.
Last call, then I head.
Ah, horrible times.
Oh, fuck.
Ow!
Hey there, Stan. How much for your wound?
A lot. And triple for you.
Thundering devils.
마에스트로가 누구야?
That's white ruffle. The wizard jump. They say shenanigans. I can't see.
오케이.
This where I find the boxer they call the Maestro?
Maestro, champ, the undefeated. Folk call him many things. You are the Witcher who dropped the 3 lesser champions?
I am. Come to fight the Maestro, but seems to me he's indisposed.
Alcohol is the Maestro's remedy for his crippling shyness. He's a delicate man, you see. He'd never so much as hit a pillow while sober.
Fighting sober's like dancing to silence.
그럼 나도 마셔야 되는 거 아니냐?
Forget fighting. Sure you can stand? You're blind drunk.
Not your bum-bopping business. Ah, you cheat, you chat, while my vodka's gone flat. Will you fight, yay or nay?
좋아, 싸워보자고.
Let's go. I challenge you.
Hold on. Whoa. I'm a man of principle. I keep to a code. I don't tinkle where I eat, and I don't fight folk who don't drink.
Meaning?
Meaning you're to drink, or hey diddle diddle out of here.
Sheesh. Fine.
Mesdames, messieurs, the Maestro will perform at last.
Let's do this.
깰 때까지 버텨보자.
Hey, well parried that. Under the yes. When I chop, you'll be bumbled. Hey, well parried that. Under repulse.
How long you gonna make me wait?
아이 로치 너 때문에 씨 존나 쳐맞았잖아.
When I chop, you'll be bumbled. Scab. You beat me. It's not happened in years. Your fists, they're glorious.
Thanks.
I'm gobsmacked, I am. I have to drink it off. Oh, good fight. To speak true, I'm pleased you stripped me of the title. I shall have more time to pursue my chief interest now.
그래 돈이나 더
Witcher
줘봐.
Geralt of Rivia is hereby crowned Fisticuffs champion of Beauclair. Bravo! Behold your trophy.
A life without liquor's like loving without licking.
Vampires walked a dusty trail. Oh, how boring they would wail.
좋았어.
done it. Watch where you step.
Ooh, it's not.
To summon a witcher from the north.
I just need to pour without tasting it first.
괜찮아졌구만. 어이. 불타는 왜 불이 타고 있지? 저거 뭐야? 불이 나고 있어 왜? 봐야 되는 거 아니야 저거? 뭐야?
Not so fast, Roach.
야 불이 나고 있는 거 같은데? 뭐 하고 있냐?
Witcher,
Master?
good luck on the path.
어?
Oh, to be a witcher and not give one hoot about anything.
뭐야 이거? 응? 뭐야?
Ah, a professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
뭘 팔고
What have
있는데?
you got there?
뭘 만드는데? 에이, 아이씨, 괜히 만들었어.
So,
Well. Heard you waged war against the vampires. Chapeau bas, Witcher.
Armor chromed and greft or fluted, whatever your heart's desire.
let's see what you got in stock.
몰판 봐봐. 딱 별로 좋아 보이진 않아 보이는데 제작도 그렇고. 아니면 내가 도면을 안 사서 그런가? 도면을 안 사서 그런 건 아닌 것 같은데.
So,
What are your needs, master?
Keep calm. Start no brawls. Witcher, good luck on the path.
Sir Nathan de Peyrac Plan murdered. And I dishonour of
좋아, 가자. 가자.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
뚜루루루루 따라라라따 따라라라 따라라라 따라라 아마 오늘이 이 위쳐 게임을 하는 마지막 날이 될 것 같은 느낌이 들어. 위쳐 게임은 좀 오래 했어. 한 35화에다가 70시간, 80시간, 100시간 정도 한 것 같은데. 메인 퀘스트가 끝났다고 해서 이 위쳐의 즐길 거리가 끝난 게 아니야. 근데 뭐 저리 길어.
The light is inopportune at the moment.
여기 정호?
The light is inopportune.
I'm here.
가자.
Let us go. We should arrive in time to have the best light of the day. The chiaroscuro we shall capture. Just glorious.
Let's go. The things I do for art.
We had best ride there. We'll arrive faster and less fatigued. A work of mine, Turtle Dove o'er the Heath, hangs in the ducal palace.
So does a cockatrice I cut down once. It's stuffed, maybe even with heather.
I once had a cockatrice feather brush. Best thing for laying down tempera. I no longer have it, sadly. My blasted cat swiped it.
Why would a cat want a brush?
To paint with, of course. And it was no common brush. Fantastic, as I said, and fantastically expensive.
Hang on. Got a cat that paints?
Yeah, if you care to call it that. He merely copies the works of his betters, and poorly at that.
Your cat?
Yes, Pierre Auguste Moustachois. It's no surprise you've not heard of him. He's a second-rate hack and a thief. We'll continue on.
Go, go.
오케이. 뭐 있잖아. 사람들이. 귀족들인데?
Ladies, gentlemen, my lieges, forgive me for being forward, but have you perchance seen a set of paints and brushes nearby?
Eugenie, I believe this peasant wants something from us.
My paints, my brushes, I had prepared them. They were here.
We've not seen any journeyman's tools, my good man. Of that I assure you.
There a problem?
Yes, an immense one. I cannot possibly paint without my paints. I'm done for. Unless you would be kind enough to locate them?
다른
Wouldn't
물감?
happen to have another set with you? And, nothing you could use instead?
My word. Would you really have me scrawl with charcoal like an animal?
Damn it. Sure you left them here?
Yes, right there. I'd prepared everything. Set it out.
도망,
Ordered
뭔가
and organized.
Might have toppled downhill or something. Fine. I'll take a look around.
I think it is life that imitates art, and not vice versa.
Right you are, Fingal. Take Baron de Cordell for one.
Oh yes, that nose. He actually had a
Spilled paint. Reeks to high heavens of turpentine.
텔레비뉴.
begun courting his cousin.
훔쳐간 거네. 어디까지 나를 끌고 갈 생각이지? 왜 떨어뜨리면서 왔어? 아, 큰일났다. 괴물인가?
Neckers. They lead off with the face.
네커가 먹을만한 그런 게 있나? 물감들을 여기 모았어?
Paints. Don't look ruined. Painter should still be able to use them.
네커 전사라고 되어 있는데 네커 전사가 뭐지?
Cave paintings. This here looks a bit like a necker. Big blobs, what? A troll? Neckers depicting their victory over some trolls? That even possible? Necker propaganda?
Impossible. 어떻게든 그게 되어 있다는 거지. 뭐야? 너도 여기서 놀고 있냐? 아닌데.
Found your things.
Splendid. Where were they? And... is this all you found? I left so much more.
Should have kept it all with you, not left it lying around. Followed some paint tracks to a necker lair. Seems the beast's made off with your supplies. Used it to paint a fresco on one of the cave walls. Looked something like a battle scene to me.
Impossible. They splashed paint on the wall in a rage. Unimportant. In any case, it's a good thing you found the basic colors.
그래서
Shall we? While waiting, I spied a superior spot.
그래, 가보자. 그 전에 오늘은 여기까지 진행할 건데 괜찮을런지 모르겠네.
Truly, I can only speak through my paint.
오늘은 여기까지. 그리고 추후에 필요하면은
We have had fantastic luck with the weather. The light is perfect, absolutely perfect.
Painting this masterpiece gonna take long?
A mere 6 hours. The sun won't allow us to work any longer than that. Oh, but the time will fly by. We'll chat, swap tales.
Better yet, let me down a potion. Time will definitely fly by in a state of lethargy. No need to swap tales.
No, no, no. Your expression, your posture, they must be just so. You must look alive with fire in your gaze. Lethargy is out of the question.
Come on, give it some thought. You could title the painting, A Witcher Lying Senselessly on the Heath.
You jest. A jesting witcher.
Joking.
This the place?
Yes. Just look at the view.
Oh.
Breathtaking. The perfect background for our masterpiece.
Pretty, I guess.
Now, you must carefully consider in what pose you wish to be immortalized.
All right. Considering.
그냥 서 있는 거? 약간 서 있는 듯한 느낌?
All is ready. We may begin. Have you decided on the pose you'd like to adopt?
How about I be on horseback? I mean, Roach kind of deserves to be immortalized too.
Oh, yes. A horse. Exceptional idea. But I would rather you perch atop Alexander, my mount. I've trained him to pose. I shall paint in the carcass of a slain griffin later. Now, raise your head to exude pride. Thrust your breast forward. Go on, breast forward. I want to see those hocks extended. Ahem. Is the horse paying attention? May I begin? Or would you rather try a different pose?
오, 좋다.
Go ahead.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, that look you gave me when I first asked you to pose. Would you be so kind as to adopt it again?
어떤 표정이었지?
That intense scowl of an angry wild ram about to butt heads. Yes, excellent. Now, hold that. Do not budge.
야, 그림이다, 그림 된다, 확실히. 몇 시간 뒤.
This gonna take much longer?
Not much at all. We'll run out of daylight soon. Please, keep your head still, in the same position.
Fine, I'll try. I'll also try to remember to never trust a painter again.
Griffin!
Yeah, I know. You'll paint one in later.
Gods! A griffin!
어? 진짜 그리핀이네.
Run and hide.
Dearest mommy!
진짜 그리핀이었어. 아야. 오 씨. 아이씨, 이런. 오. 야, 어려워.
Is it safe?
Safe.
Yeah, come on out. And no wonder no one ever came here. It was a griffin's hunting ground.
Oh, that thing scared me to death.
Not quite to death. You are alive. Not least because you chose a witcher to sit for you. How's the painting? It survived too?
It did. But I cannot show it to you now. I never display unfinished work. You can see it tomorrow, after midday, where we met. I shall display it in the market square. Oof, monstrous beast. Shall we immortalize it in the painting?
No, it's too mangled, too gruesome this way.
Indeed. The hue of its
그래, 저 성하고
with your complexion.
위쳐만 있으면 되잖아. 그리핀
Very well. That will do
필요
for
없지.
now. I shall polish the details later. No point struggling on in this fading light. I almost forgot. Payment
얼마야?
for your troubles. And I thank you for saving my life. Though in doing
괜찮네.
so, you did also
시간을
save
드리는
your
겸에
life.
비해서 300달러면은
Posterity.
괜찮네. 일단 그리핀의 시체에서 좀 뭐 좀 꺼내가자. 오호. 어디로 가야 되노? 생각보다 보수가 많네. 말에 눈이 보였는데. 몸통 박치기 로시. 내려야겠다. 하루를 기다리는 건 기다릴 수 있어. 하루 쫙 지내다니고.
The devil are you doing?
오, 얼마나 잘 그렸는지 보자. 오, 에?
Greetings.
Geralt, there you are. So, our painting. Are you pleased? Is it to your liking? Do tell.
It's nice. Shows a lot of imagination. Don't recall undressing before posing, though. Some of the other details are a bit off, too.
Well, The imagination is an artist's chief tool.
넌 쌍
Heard the
내
same from a
알몸을
certain
보고
poet. He embellishes and invents chiefly.
알몸을 상상했냐? 병신 같은.
Perhaps you'd care to buy the painting. Given our rapport, I shall take a loss. For you, I'll part with it. I will.
얼마에?
At a special price.
얼마? 아씨.
As special as it is, that's still quite a price. Afraid I don't have that much coin.
Not a problem. Come back when you do. Though I cannot guarantee someone won't have beaten you to it.
굳이 내가 사야 되냐 그거?
Our duchy is no duchy at all.
Best behave. You're in Beauclair.
그딴 돈 내가 안 사. 씨 무슨? 근데 어쩔 수가 없지 뭐. 자 오늘까지 해서 자 이제 끝입니다. 아침이 되길 바라야겠네. 이렇게 해서 위쳐 이야기는 끝입니다. 이제 끝까지 야리코미를 진행하는 것도 괜찮겠지만은 오래 하기엔 좀 애매하네요. 그죠? 저는 이만 다른 곳이래 이만 자러 가보려고 생각하고 있어요. 오늘 정말 봐주신 여러분들께 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 진짜 이리스도 있고 요것도 그렇고 전부 다 이제 좋은 템들을 손에 넣은 거란 말이야. 자 그러면은 경비병을 쓰러뜨리자 마지막.
The blade. Put it away, Richard.
Citizens, a plea from Her Illustrious Highness, the Ducal Chancellery.
오 씨발 존나 아파.
Arrived to demand compensation for the damage wrought throughout the city by the fire.
Come closer.
Asked to submit their pleas in writing. Written requests shall be dealt with in due course and in the order submitted. Scribes will be available for a part of each day to assist in the drafting of requests. However, scribes will only do so for clearly dim-witted. New customers and old alike. Fine meats available from the butcher in San Sebastian. Fresh sausage, tripe, and other...
고생하셨습니다. 바이바이. 저장을 하고 종료합니다. 오늘로 끝입니다.